नाम पारो दिवस निशि ध्यान तुम्हार कपाट लोचन निज पद जंत्रित जाहि प्राण के बार यहाँ चलत मोहि चूड़ामणि दीने रघुपति हृदय लाइ सोइ लीनी यहाँ नाद युगल लोचन भरि बारी बचन कहे कछु जनक दुलारी My blissful gorgeous self, all the wanderers were enthusiastic. Looking from the sky, they saw a beautiful scene on the hill of Pravarsan mountain. Sri Ram's cloud-like hue was encircling everything all around him. He was sitting upon a coral slab. On his right side was sitting Lakshmanji, and on the left side Sugrivji. They were conversing about absolute reality. Sri Ram was explaining some facts with the gesture of Jnana Mudra. A considerable distance away, some ministers were sitting. Suddenly Sugriva's eyes looked into the distance and he saw all the wanderers coming full of joy. He informed Sri Ram. Sri Ram stood up with great rejoicing. Sugriva greeted them all by raising their tail high in the air. All glories to Sri Ram, the Olympian Prince of Ayodhya, Sri Ram, all glories to you. All glories to Sugriva, the king of the Vanaras. The Vanaras exclaimed, my dear friend, their shouts echoing over all the hills and dells. On landing, they all saluted Sri Ram and Sugriva by prostrating themselves flat upon the earth. My lord, Hanumanji has saved us from the jaws of death, Commander-in-Chief Jambavan said. He leapt across the ocean, visited Mother Sita and burnt Lanka and brought the information which we require. It is better to hear the story from Sri Hanumanji himself. A wave of great joy ran over the face of Sri Ram, Lakshman, Sugriva, and all the ministers of Kishkindhapuri. Hanumanji came forward and circumambulated Bhagavan Sri Ram and then and offered his prostration at his lotus feet. Did you see Sita? Where is she? How is she? How does she feel about me? Sri Ram inquired incessantly, and his deep, deep torment was peeping through his question, my dear friend. Sri Ramji uh, offered him salutations uh, to the northern directions where Sita Ji was, and he spoke to Sri Ram and all the assembled wanderers very seriously, as if he were talking about some dreamland. My lord, 800 miles away from the southern peninsula of Bharatvarsha, there is an island, Lanka. There is a royal garden inside the royal palace called Ashoka Grove. I saw the mother Sita sitting in the middle of the garden under the Sinchupa tree near the pond. A, a lustrous embodiment of austerity I saw, embodied penance I saw. She does not take shelter under any roof. She always sits under the tree and constantly chants your holy name. She has one hope that you will deliver her soon. This one thought has kept her from leaving the body. And Hanumanji said with his eyes filled with tears, my lord, the monsters constantly frighten her, and Ravan threatens to kill her because she will not submit to him. There is only one old sari on her body, and she has abandoned her meals and water. She never sleeps and always sits. Her matted hair has become one braid. She has told me to deliver this message to you. The Prince of Planet Swa hurt me only a little, and even for that you released the Brahmastra. Why have you now been so late in delivering me from this cruel demon? She has sent her finger ring and crested jewel for you, she has said, and now these ornaments along with with my life are in your hands. So my Lord Hanuman offered those shining jewels to Sri Ram, and Sri Ram picked them up and clasped them against his heart, shedding tears from his eyes. He spoke in a choking voice. As the dying man is delivered from the deathbed, in the same way, Hanuman, you have given me a new life by conveying Sita's message. Hanumanji looked at Lakshman and said, Mother Sita has conveyed her salutations to Prince Lakshman and has asked why has my younger prince neglected and forgotten me. Prince Lakshman knelt down in the direction of Mother Sita. His eyes became wet and fiery, and without saying a single word, he brought the bow, sword, and arrow case and put it in front of his elder brother Sri Ram, as if saying, let's go, let's go. She will remain alive only for 1 month more, waiting for you to come. After that, you may not find her alive, Hanumanji concluded, my dear friends. Sri Ram, full of wrath and love, praised Hanuman wholeheartedly. Hanuman, you have enlivened not only me but Lakshman, Bharat, Mother Kausalya, and the state of Ayodhya, and the whole solar dynasty. Sri Ram stood up and said, Sri Ram is a pauper, Hanuman. He has nothing to give you who has brought such a resurrective message, but I have my heart, my love alone. This is my everything. And he looked all around at the Vanaras and said, in the sight of you all, I am giving everything of my life to Hanuman. And he stretched out both of his mighty long arms and embraced Hanumanji, and 2 drops of tears of love fell upon Hanuman's head, transcendentalizing his heart the whole life. यहाँ प्रत्युपकार करऊं का तोरा सन्मुख होय न सकत मन मोरा यहाँ सुन सुत तोहि उरि न मैं नाहि. These are the words of Sri Ram in those moments. Hanumanji heard this song as if it were erupting from all the 10 directions in 1,000 voices. And Sri Ram was singing, what shall I do for you, my dear Hanuman? I am always in debt to you. Hanumanji saw Sri Ram's face smiling, enrapturing, and his love-filled glances filled his heart with inexhaustible joy. It was the smile of Sri Ram for which Hanumanji had sacrificed his life to bring the message of Sita at any cost. That day he was successful, and this was his liberation, and this was his emancipation, and this was the attainment which humanity tries to conceive of through thousands of philosophies and hundreds of meditations and by the study of numberless scriptures. It was this transcendental embrace of Sri Ram which made Hanumanji a Hanumanji. And the whole structure of Hanumanji's life and glory is composed around this love-filled touch of Sri Ram, the love-laden glances of Sri Ram, the nectar-showering caress of Sri Ram. Once it happened, it goes on for eternity, my dear. Of course, it may not be possible for it to exist for long physically, but those incidents which occur inside on the spiritual plane, those moments become everlasting. The material body may exist for 100 years, the subtle body may go for millions of years, and the causal body may stay for billions of years, but this experience is eternal, transcending the lifetime of innumerable creations. This experience became the being of Sri Hanumanji. His activities began to flow from its very origin, enlightening all dimensions of his life in bliss consciousness. Sri Ram set him in front of him and playing with his golden hair with his fingers off. Tell me, Hanuman, how did you cross the ocean? How did you meet Sita ji? How great is the power of Lanka and how did you burn it? Lanka is founded upon the tablelands of 3 hills, my lord, Hanumanji began to describe. The main fort of Lanka is situated upon the central tableland. It is a golden city with 4 gates in 4 directions, with highly developed technological weapons that are fixed at all the 4 gates. These are set to go off at any needed moment, and they can destroy in one moment any amount of people. Any moment it can be destroyed, any amount of people. So dangerous rivers are flowing outside. And on the top of a steep slope there is a fort. All around the island there are hidden underwater dangerous mountains so that the shore is not accessible by ship. At the eastern and western and southern gates there are 10,000 soldiers, always prepared to fight, and there are 1 million soldiers at the northern gate appointed to protect the city. The city is full of gardens and jewel encrusted homes and mansions and buildings and gardens and ponds and playgrounds. But my lord, by your grace, I have burned all of them, Hanumanji said. It may have been regenerated, but this is how I saw. 1/4 of the soldiers are killed, and I have psychologically frightened the citizens before they regain their mental fitness and get their fort reconstructed. We should attack. Therefore, we should advance without delay. We will make our camp on the hill Subel. It is very safe, rich, and fruits and flowers and water are plentiful. My dear Sugriv, after receiving the news of Sita, Ram cannot delay. This most auspicious moment, Vijay by name, is passing. We must leave immediately. There was a great roar of rejoicing. The tremendous noise resounded in all directions. Sri Ram bowed down to Ganesh Ji Maharaj and remembered the illustrious Durga Devi. She appeared in space offering her blessings. We victorious you will be resounded in the space. We should step on the earth as little as possible and just travel through the air. Hanumanji and Angadji should fly slowly, keeping themselves in the center, and all Vanaras should fly, encircling them. Neil should be in the front. We will stop at the seashore, King Sugriva proclaimed to all of the warriors of Vanaras. Let us leap and fly through the space. Lanka is very far away and we must reach there very soon. Please adorn my shoulder by riding upon them. Hanumanji requested Sri Ram with folded palms. And my dear friends, what happened? And Prince Angad picked up Lakshmanaji Maharaj upon his shoulders and began to fly towards the south. Whoever used to get sweet fruits mm, and roots used to offer them to Sri Ram first. However, Sri Ram seldom ate any. He would taste it and then offer it to Hanuman and Sugriva and Angad and Jambavan. Observing various auspicious omens, they arrived at the shining blue ocean of Hind Mahasagar, that is now known as Indian Peninsula. All the wanderers were given time to bathe and take their fruits from nature. The whole forest was full of mango trees and plenty of drinking water. Sri Ram and Lakshman took their bath and performed their evening ablutions, means Sandhya Vandanam, and Sugriva came with fruits and roots and herbs on a leaf plate and water in leaf glass. Angad and Hanumanji fixed his arms bed with soft leaves and flower petals. It was a silvery moonlit night, the seashore was shining. Innumerable wanderers, full of enthusiasm, prepared to sacrifice their life for the work of Sri Ram, wandering here, there, everywhere, and singing songs. They were full of joy at having Sri Ram in their midst, my dear friends. Very soon Sri Ram's lotus eyes were closed in deep sleep. The next morning Sri Ram took a bath before sunrise and completed his worship. As soon as he sat under the tree surrounded with Vanaras, they discussed how to cross the ocean. The commander-in-chief Jambavanta informed him that the five huge armed Rakshasas had travelled in space from Lanka and were waiting to see His Holiness. One of them, Vibhishan, said, I am the younger brother of the same Ravan who has abducted Mother Sita and killed Jatayu. Being insulted and kicked down by that sorcerer scientist Ravan, who is the great enemy of godly races, the philosopher class, and the holy cows, I have come to cooling and soothing lotus feet of Bhagavan Sri Ram, who is always prepared to bestow all love and shelter, even if the whole of creation comes in his refuge. Sri Ram looked at Sugriva's face and asked him what he felt. I would not feel badly if we, my dear friends, We will enter into the subject in our next meeting. Thank you very much.